What's up guys, it's Junior aka Semi, bringing you another great video to the channel. If this is your first time here guys, I'm gonna highly suggest, and I do mean highly suggest, you go ahead and click on the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell notifications so you get notified every time we drop great videos like this one or whenever we go live. Cause trust me guys, you never ever want to miss out. Alright guys, so you know what day it is today, and you see what's behind me. It's a website, and it's Wednesday. So what that is Website Wednesdays, or Wednesday websites, however you guys want to say, but I call it Wednesday websites. But sometimes I mix it up and I say Website Wednesdays, but it's okay, that's not the point of it. But you guys know, you see the website and you know it's Wednesday, so we got that series going on. But anyways guys, you guys know I build computers, I work on computers all the time, and I use a lot of resources for computer parts and make sure they cooperate with each other and everything. One of the biggest websites a lot of PC creators use is called PC Part Pickers. Why they use that website is because that website will let you put all the pieces together, what you're buying, and make sure it's compatible with it, and tell you where to buy the part at the cheapest price. So that's pretty cool and all, and I've used that for a bunch of times. But this website behind me does the same thing and takes it above and beyond further than that. This website is called Buildcores.com. That's the website right behind me guys. Hey guys, are you looking for a great premium service for an affordable price? Then look no further. Come and check out EagleCast.tv. Look at this great layout of a web page. You got a lot of information here you guys go over, but I think the most thing that you guys are more worried about is the price plan. They have wonderful pricing here. You got up to 5 devices for $19.99 for every 3 months. Same amount of devices for a year for $59.99 a month, and you got for 2-year plans $19.99. Prices are wonderful. It's awesome to have. But let's go ahead and check out the app, because I know you guys want to see what the app looks like. That is the app right here on the top left corner. You got your live TV. You got all this stuff here for live TV. If you go back out, you got your movies, all these movies here. And if you got your TV series, you got all your TV series here, guys. Tons and tons of stuff, guys. Get your plan today. Website is awesome, because what it does, I don't know if you can see it right there, it says PC building in 3D, and it's exactly what it does. When you're building the PCs, it shows you what, depending on your parts you put together, because a lot of people like the look of a PC. So this will take your case, put it in the 3D render, and whatever parts you pick, it'll add it on the 3D render as long as it is compatible with the 3D render. Because there are some parts on here that they don't have a 3D version for it, so you won't be able to use it and see it. But at least this will give you a visual look on how the computer would look. Or you just want to build a computer, see how it looks for future builds, you can use this website guys. This is awesome. So with enough said, let me go and shrink myself down so we can go over this website, and because I know it's a very exciting one, because when I found this one I was like, wow, this is taken to another level. All right, I'm gonna shrink myself down now. So here's the website. Again, it's called Buildcores.com, and I'll leave a link down below so you guys can get to it. This is what the website, when you first come and look at it, you have your 3D builder, your products to compare, 3D parts, gallery, a bunch of other stuff here guys. You can sign up, log in, so you can save your builds for later on if you want, but we don't need to sign in or register or anything to go and use this. So to start off, you want to go to 3D builder. All right, so here it is, and the first thing you want to do, it tells you right here, select a 3D case to use the 3D interactive viewer. So you have to pick the case first to activate the viewer. All right. And the one thing I do like about this, as you're building, it tells you how much it's costing you already, how compatible it is, like it did with PC Part Pickers, how much wattage your computer is using, which is another plus thing I do like. And on top of that, this is the other step that I love about this. You could benchmark it already with the parts you know you're gonna buy, and see how good the benchmarks are, guys, which is awesome. PC Part Picker doesn't do that. It doesn't give you a 3D render, and I don't believe it doesn't. It gives you everything else. It gives you a price when tells you the price, tells you the compatibility, and the wattage. It gives you those three. That's why I use PC Part Pick a lot. But this one gives you the 3D render and benchmarking ability, which is freaking awesome. And that's just my personal opinion. But let's get started with building a PC. So first case, you gotta pick the case, and you gotta pick a 3D version of it. So you hit add case. So some cases are not going to have this 3D logo on here. If it doesn't have a 3D logo, guys, it's not 3D compatible. It's not going to be able to show you in the render. So let's see if I can find one with no 3D. Okay, so I'm going to pick a random one. I'm going to pick the Dark Flash to see, because I know that's an old case. They don't even make that case anymore. Okay. So you see how this doesn't have a 3D emblem right here. So if I pick any of these cases right here, it's not going to work. So if I pick this, say I want to add this to the build, it says NA. It's not. It doesn't even have a price for this because it doesn't. Because this is a Dark Flash. I don't think it's around that much anymore. But if it doesn't have a price, it's not gonna give you the build cost, and it's not gonna activate the what's it called, the 3D interactive system. So I'm gonna remove this here. So you want to remove it? Click on the X right here, and then add a case again. So I'm going to go with the most popular one right now that's going on that everybody's using, or the high case. HYTE 7Y70, I think it is. Y70. That's like the average. Okay, I'm going to go with a oh wait, they don't have a 3D version of this one? Oh. Okay, so if you want to only find 3D versions, click on this little box right here. And it'll only show you 3D model ones, so it makes it easier for you to find. So I guess the Y70s they don't have a 3D model for. I thought they did. I could have sworn. So I'm just gonna click on height and just pick one from here from random. All right. So I'm gonna pick on the Y60 right here. All right. I'm gonna click on this one. I'm gonna hit the add to build. You can see the price, what form factor it uses, the side panel what it is, and the GPU length. That is to make sure you have enough length to use the GPU on here. Which you have all these options here, guys. You see all this and you see the prices. So if you want to go cheap, you go with the cheapest price. You don't mind the price, you go with the, I guess, the $200 one. But I'm gonna go with let's see, I'm gonna go with this one. This is the most common one I like to use. All right, use this one. All right, so as you see, as soon as you pick the build, it puts the case right there so you guys can see it. That's how it would come, and then the glasses is the outer part. Now let's go in and pick I would pick the motherboard first before a CPU. Hit the motherboard, and I'm gonna pick the one I have right now, which is the Asus Z790 Dark Hero. Okay, so they don't have I'm just gonna pick Hero because sometimes they don't have the Dark Hero one. Okay, I'm gonna put Asus 790. I'm just gonna pick any random one there. All right. Okay, so they only have the Strix and the Tough Gaming ones available. All right, that's fine. So I want to use this one right here. Boom. Hit add to build. The reason why I say pick this the motherboard first is because when you're picking the items, if you do them in order, when you pick the items, it's gonna actually find compatible ones for the parts that you already have. So that's always a good thing for, especially when you want to pick a CPU. You want to pick the right motherboard first, or if you go to the CPU, you could go either way. But I always go motherboard first, and then I go work for myself from what CPU I need for that component. All right. Oh, apparently you can buy this motherboard in Walmart. Okay, I didn't know that. It's good to know. All right, so I'm gonna go with CPU now. Now you have all these options here, and as you see, they're only showing the options that fit the motherboard, which is awesome. I think that's the greatest thing ever. So I'm gonna go with the best one they have available, the 14900K. Or I'm gonna go with the one I have in mind. I have the 13 i9 13, which they don't even have it here available. They don't have, okay, because I only have. Let's see, they don't have the one I have on here. Okay. But anyways, I'm just gonna pick this random one right here. Well, I'm gonna go with this one, the 13700K, because mine's a i9 1309K. So I'll go with this one. And it is a 24 core mine, but mine's a boost is 5.2. This one's 6.0. So I'm gonna go with this one. Hit this one. It gives, like you say, it shows you information, the price, and everything. I'm gonna click on this one. and they'll put it in there. Actually, they didn't even put it in there, but it's okay because you could put the AIO in there and or a coolant, and then you won't see it in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick a GPU. I'm gonna go with the. I'm not gonna put the one I have because mine's an older one. Okay, I still have the 3080. I'm gonna go ahead and put a 5080. So you can either go through here and search or type in something up here. I'm gonna put 5080. Okay, and as you see, it has the 3D on and compatibility filter on. So it has those two options on. So any of these ones I pick will fit my device no matter what. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I'm gonna see if I can get the cheapest one on they have on here. I won't want the price, so I want to go with this $1,300 one because I want to save money. This is still a Asus Tough Gaming GeForce RTX 5080 16 gigs DDR7. Okay, so awesome. I'm gonna add this to my build, and boom, it adds it right there. Look how nice that looks. So now you can see how everything's coming together and how it looks. Now the RAM. Click on RAM. Again, it's gonna look for the 3D versions only and the compatibility. So you go ahead and pick the ones you want. I do have these right here, not the Avengers. I got the Dominators. Okay, let me see if I can find Dominators. All right, I have these right here. So I picked these, and this is a 4. But see, mine's they don't have the ones they have available because I have a 4 kit one. I have a 432 kit one. They have the white version, but I don't want to mix match it. But for this purposes, I know the price difference, so I could just add it just to. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the white one just because I wanna put the right size on it, so I can get the right price. I'll put that, and then I'm gonna. Now you saw it only added 2, right? It only added 2, and you need to add 2 more because you have 4 slots. Unless you want to only do 2 slots, and which is fine. So you go down here and click on add additional RAM. So you want to add more stuff to it. So go on here and hit additional RAM, and go with the same one again. I'm gonna put Dominators again. Or I'm gonna abbreviate it and then hit add to bill. Once I do that, it added the other 2 right there for me, guys. Look how simple that was. How awesome that is, guys. So I added all 4 on there. Now, the next thing is a CPU cooler. We're going to pick on this one. Now, I could go a different one. I could go with the top heatsink or go with an AIO. I like the AIO to see if they have one available with a 3D version. Because the one I have is the NZXT Kraken, and they don't have it available on a 3 model because I was upset when I tried to put it on, it didn't work, but it's okay. No biggie. I'm just gonna go with a regular one on here. I'm gonna go with this Corsair. I used to have this one. All right, add it on there, and boom, it adds it here. It doesn't put the fan on top like with the cord and everything, but you get the idea because the most thing people want to see is the centerpiece right here. Now we're gonna go down, go to storage. You would do this if you want to find out how much your total cost is. So I do have, I'm going to put the one I have on me, Corsair 600 XB. Oh, see, I have an 8 terabyte. This is a 4 terabyte, but it's okay. I'll add this one to the build. So I want to go with a 4 terabyte. It's not going to show you anything because it goes behind the board or behind a hint stick on the board. So you're not going to see it. Power supply, you just go ahead. Again, it will be in your 3D model, but it's not really going to show you really. So you go ahead. I want to go with a 1000-watt one. I'm gonna go with the new Leon Lee's Edge, which is awesome. It's an awesome power supply. I'm gonna add that one to my thing. It's added. You're not gonna be able to. You probably could see if I turn the thing around. Let's see. Nope. Okay. So you see the power supply here, but you don't see it, how it works inside. All right. So we're gonna turn it around, back around. All right, and then we're gonna go to case fans. Perfect. So the ones I have are these right here, the Unifans. Basically, is infinity mirrors on the fans. These are the ones I have. So I'm gonna pick this. I'm gonna pick how many do I want of them? I want. Is this a pack of 3s? Yeah, 3 packs. So I want 3 packs of pack of 3s, which I have 3 on top, 3 on the bottom, and 3 for the AIO. So I'm gonna add this to the parts. All right, and they added on there. I don't know why it didn't add it here, but it added 2 here, added 3 up here, and it added 1 here. And I guess that's the only places they can add it on here, but it's okay. No problem. We'll leave it like that. You can picture the other ones that you want to add on there in your head if you need to. All right, so we're gonna go down. You can pick a monitor. You can pick all this. Doesn't really matter for me right now. We did everything we need to do on here as far as the PC itself. Now, if you hit a monitor, great. It's not gonna be in your 3D thing because this is just the compatibility issue. So it makes no sense for me to go ahead and try to add this on there. Now, if you want to build this tower the way, and you like how you look at it, like, oh my god, this looks so nice. I want to get this. I want to build this. Now let's see how much it's gonna cost you to build this. It's gonna cost you $3,979.22. It's a lot, but it's alright. We have the blue logo. It's not red, so it means everything's compatible. We're good there. It's using up to 725.2 watts. So in this case, you will get a 750 power supply, but I wouldn't recommend that close of a power supply. I would go a little higher. If you want to go a little higher, you could go with an 850 or higher. I personally like to do 1,000 because if I did decide to go with a 3980, a 5090 later on the road, it's future proof. So me personally, I would go with 1,000 or 1,200 watt power supply, but you're good here. And these are my 3D benchmarks right here. That's the score right here, 30,508. That's my benchmark right here. And you want to see the FPS on each game, so you have to sign up for it. So I'm not going to be able to do that right now. So because I didn't sign up for it yet, so it's all right. I'll probably test it on later on. So this is how it could potentially look once you do it. And they do advise you, accuracy is not guaranteed, of course. But anyways, guys, I thought this is a very cool tool to show you guys. You might enjoy it, you might not. It's up to you. It helps you build your next PC if you want to start building or are building. This will help you. So go ahead and try it out. But that's it for today, guys. I do appreciate you coming through and watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and everything I had to do for you today, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Show me all the love and support that you guys love to show the channel. Also, don't forget to hit that share button because sharing is caring. And we want to make sure that everyone's aware of everything we do on here, so they're not missing out, just like you're not missing out. And if you still haven't done so to the end of this video, guys, hit that subscribe button and enable bell notification so you guys get notified every time we drop great videos like this one or whenever we go live. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comment box down below and I'll get to you as soon as I can, when I can, as fast as I can. And that's it for today, guys. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.